Good morning, gorgeous. Today is day 3 of 15, round 2, Keto Kickstart. So far, I have in my blender a scoop of collagen, put in a bottle of water, I'm only going to do a half a scoop of protein. So I've been going way over my carbs since adding fruit and protein to my stuff. So half a scoop of protein. I did a full scoop of collagen because there's no carbs. I'm going to do a scoop of this fuel. Hopefully my rest of my stuff come in the mail today. Tablespoon of brain octane. Okay, where is it? 1 tablespoon of that. I have a cup of fruit, and it's mixed fruit. This and the protein powder has been making me go way over my carbs, but I need that. And I want to get rid of that fruit. So that, what else? Ice. Vanilla ice, baby. Alright, here's what it looks like. It's not as creamy as the peach one. I have it in my little Team Keto cup. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me see how it tastes. That's good. That's really good. Yes. I'm about to turn this up. I got some work to do. So I want to come to y'all real quick with breakfast. It's 9:30. But I gotta have to get on my computer and do some stuff. So I'll be back. Okay? Okay. Hey y'all, it is lunchtime. Very late lunch. I really didn't expect me to be eating this late, but so many things happened in the last few hours. Hold on. So right now I have Diet Dr. Pepper. I have chicken, broccoli, peas, bacon, and avocado. Hold on. I used to say my prayers before, but I just remembered that I didn't. But y'all see that little funky cough that just showed up? Ain't been around all day. Anyways. So, I don't know about like the shirt, the bra, or something. Oh, and I melted a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter. On top of the veggies. I went out this morning on a quest to find Lysol. The aerosol that you spray in the air. Couldn't find it. Uh-uh. I wish I would have ate earlier, like I had planned. Because now I might not be hungry for my steak for dinner. Well, it's only 3:30. I don't know. I have to eat late. So I told myself that I will only weigh myself every 5 days. So it'll be 3 times in these 15 days, right? And what I do, stepped on the scale this morning. Today is day 3. But that scale said 187. How on earth? And I adjusted my macros down to my 183 that I thought I was. And all that. Today my middle son turned 29. Woohoo. Happy birthday, son. I called him and texted him today, but he didn't answer. I'm going to assume he is at work and couldn't answer. But the whole day done left. That was this morning. So boy, I know you had a break. If you at work, I know you had a break. You could have looked at that phone like, ooh, mommy. Thanks, Ma. Something. My husband got a reply. My daughter got a reply. But mommy didn't get a reply. This is the last of my vegetables. I do have some asparagus left that I need to cook. I also have some spinach, but we all know once you cook spinach down, I have a whole bag plus a little bit left from the one bag I was using last week. Um, so that might be 2 servings. So after that, I have to check my cupboards and see what I have in there. I kind of want some artichokes. Anyways, so y'all know that I went and got tested for COVID last week. And I've been waiting all week till today to get my results. This table's sticky. I don't know. Waited all week, all weekend. Hold on. Oh, did I tell you I weighed 187 this morning? The devil is a lie. And I biked 5.5 miles yesterday. I forgot to tell y'all on yesterday's video. But the little clinic called me. And they said, girl, I knew who it was. So I'm like, this is Laura. And they was like, can I speak to Laura? So then I said, this is Laura. And then she was like, can you please verify for me your date of birth? I did, because I already know. I used to work in the doctor's office. I know we got a job to do. Can you verify your last name? Bruh. You know what I mean? Anyways. So, she introduced herself and was like, I'm calling to let you know that your results came back positive. I said, huh? Totally flabbergasted. Like, how am I positive for COVID? Excuse me. Ooh, Lord, see? Should be drinking that Dr. Pepper. So anyways, I told her how flabbergasted I was. Like, oh, I'm so confused. Like, are you sure? Like, yeah. Then I asked about retesting, and she said I have to wait a month. Child. Ain't nobody got time to be waiting a whole nother month. I sat up here and waited since Wednesday. So then, I was like, well, my baby girls got tested with me. Do you have their results? So she looked them up and she didn't have anything from them for them yet. So about 2 hours later, I get another call from an office. It was a doctor this time. Oh, I guess my son did reply. Because I gave him a Facebook post too. So then, she couldn't find them in the system yet. So that doctor, a doctor called. She said, "Hi, I was told you had some questions." Which I thought the little assistant helped me just fine. I didn't expect nobody else to call me again, but I thanked her for calling me. Like, thank you for calling me. I appreciate that. But she was like, a lot of people test. Hold on, y'all. She said a lot of people test positive. Okay, that gotta move. A lot of people test positive and they don't have any symptoms, y'all. Okay, look, listen. I am grateful. And she said, count your blessings and all that stuff. And then I told her about my husband, and she was like, oh, since you're positive, then you guys can be together. Child, look, I don't believe your results, okay? So I'm not going to put myself in a position to where I would be positive just in case I'm not positive right now. My husband's doing so much better. He's able to eat, and he even sang a song, and he was fine. Yeah. He's excited because he lost weight. But, listen. I don't believe it. I really waited on my daughter's results because they be all over me. It's like they want to go back in me. Like, they be like, on me like that. They be like, on me like, as if we were triplets. I have to fight with them to get off me. Like, move, scoot over. Like, this is my spot. Like, move already. Like, get up. Like, their face be on me like this. And they don't even care that I can barely tell them to get off of me because they really don't want to get off of me in the first place, you know? So, aside from this little raggedy little piece of cough that jumps out every time I turn on the camera, I have nothing. So it's like, continue to isolate and wear your mask and make sure you wash your hands all the time. If you need to go out, make sure you wear your mask. But you have to be symptom-free for 72 hours. I'm like, okay. So, if I am positive, this little funky little cough, like, do I not need to cough for 3 days? That look, that come out, it don't bother me nothing. Like, it just comes out of nowhere. So that means I don't need to be recording for 3 days because that's when it come out. When I talk to y'all, so I talk to my little home girl, you know, and I let my work know. They knew I went to go get tested. We all cool and stuff. And then I let them know my results. But what I am going to do is go to another place tomorrow and do the spit test. You get your results in 48 hours, it said. So I registered to go tomorrow. And I have to go in between this certain time frame. There's no set time, but you go in between this time frame. And then they, you know, you pull up, you give them your spit, you feel me? And I'm glad it's 48 hours. Because I'll have it before the weekend. You know? Well before the weekend, and I don't have to wait. So, I don't know, y'all. I just don't believe it. I am so glad. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Lord, because of my immune system. I'm glad that I didn't get it. I mean, it's not bad. It's not taking me down. Because with that cancer, I was down. I was down. Like, I was Tales from the Crypts down. And I lost so much weight too, but about 2 weeks maybe. Let me see, I went in probably, I want to say December 6th. No, later than the 11th. And from that last dose of radiation to probably like Christmas Eve. No, maybe December 22nd. Woo! I lost about 40 pounds. Yeah. And I could barely make it to the toilet. And that was the only place I was going. Because whether I wanted to or not, stuff was coming out. It was coming out. There was no like, my bladder already jacked up. It's a little better now. But it was already jacked up. But I'm telling you, man. If I wasn't so weak, I could live on the toilet. Because when that bladder was ready to go, it was ready to go. When them bowels was ready to move, it was ready to move. There was nothing I could do about it. It was bad. And then I was in so much pain and had to deal with that. Like bowel movements felt like I was giving birth every single time, every single drop, no matter the size. And my bladder felt like hot lava. Mind y'all, the radiation was down there. And my skin looked and felt like I had sat in a pot of chicken grease mixed with fish grease and bacon grease. Picture being burned. But down there, your whole down there, the whole thing, everything that's down there, imagine sitting in a pot of hot burning oil and what it would do to you, to your skin. See this plate, pink? And trying to go to the restroom every 3 seconds, involuntarily. It was bad. That stuff Michael Jackson used for pain, I had to use some. I had to like, they mixed it in Aquaphor. And that helped only on certain parts, but it was so bad. Them poor doctors. And before my last visit, before that last dose of chemo, they said it'll get worse. Boy, was they telling the truth. So they had to give me that medication. I forget what it's called. They had to give me that not only mixed into the Aquaphor, but also I had the ointment version and the creamy version. And so they have to order me that medication by itself. So I will mix more in my Aquaphor. I needed Desitin, so I mixed it in Desitin. It was, whew, y'all. Then imagine your skin trying to heal when all of it is raw, sticking to itself. But I'm better. Thank God for Jesus. But yeah. So right after, was it the day after Christmas? Is when I felt well enough to, and that was of 2018. So the day after Christmas, I was able to actually get up. And I don't know why I had so much anxiety on going outside. It felt like I had been in the house for a year. But I went out, and when I did, we went to the mall, and I forgot how loud the mall is with that music that they play. I thought I was gonna pass out, like the room was spinning. And I felt so bad because we had to leave and go back home, but I didn't know. I mean, sounds would irritate me. Like everything sounded extra. The closing of a microwave, the closing of a drawer of a cabinet, anything, walking, talking, anything, all things drove me insane. Like my head was spinning and I felt so weird. And then I went to the mall, and then I remembered those sound, all that music and sounds, and just it was so much going on. Like I felt weak, like I was gonna pass out. So we had to leave the mall. But I'm better, so much better, 100%. 100% better. I have to go do some labs tomorrow. I got my lab work in the mail. I need to do a scan. But, and I have an appointment in December. So they see me every 6 months, which is awesome. And the scan I'm gonna have in December will be my last scan, they said. But now COVID. I'll be going tomorrow. I wonder if they'll test the girls. But if you have a child under the age of 8, you can't do the spit test. They recommend you going to your pediatrician. And that's some info that's on the website. Look, questions, frequently asked questions. So, alright y'all, I'm gonna go. It's almost time for me to clock out. And then I might be back just to show y'all I'm gonna eat dinner or something. But it's almost 4 p.m. If I eat dinner, it's gonna be like 8 p.m. But alright y'all, thank you all for watching. I'll see you later, alligator. Alright y'all.